matter where your rook goes. So you're right, the rook doesn't want to be on b1.
I think he's played rook c1.
Oh gosh, it's very painful. You're already threatening a checkmate.
Right.
Like your threat is rook over here. If I'll make some random move, like rook h3 check. If you play rook h2, I bishop e4 checkmate.
Man, oh man, he can't catch a break.
No. And he played rook c1, so bishop f5 is a response by Jan Nepomniachtchi. There's nothing that can be done. Actually, there is the knight coming back to d6, so that might be what Alireza is counting on. But I don't think that it changes.
You trade on h2 and go bishop c7. What a line.
Oh my goodness. Just to show the king doesn't have the g1 square because of the bishop. If the king goes to g2, the knight comes in with check. So the rook blocks, but after a swap, there it is. Pinning and winning this knight. That would be 2 minor pieces and a couple pawns for a rook. No, that's donezo.
Wow. Bishop f5 ends it. That's the killer move. Will Jan find it? He's got plenty of time. His time management this entire tournament has been nothing short of superb.
He's going to find it. And he could play probably bishop g4 as well, but I like the bishop being a bit further away from the white pieces. That way you can deliver that check on e4 without worrying about a possible trade.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that technically black is only, black has 2 pawns for an exchange, and yet it feels almost like Lionel Messi's on the soccer field. It feels like one side has 20 men and the other side has 5.
And bishop f5 played, so wow.
Bishop f1.
Okay, so stopping the rook from coming to h3. But
just bishop b4 and bishop takes pawn. Bishop g2, rook h3.
Gosh, you just take this one, attack the.
No. Oh, you attack the rook too. So that's why rook b2 was actually the accurate move. Oh no, that had nothing to do with it. I apologize. That's the other rook we're talking.
Bishop g2, rook h3 mate is just sick.
He's gonna resign right here. My goodness, and he stops the clock and resignation. And Jan Nepomniachtchi is a man on a mission.
He has scored his 8th point in this tournament out of 11 games. The highest score ever in candidates history is 8.5 points out of 14, and he already has 8 points after 11 rounds. I mean, just an unbelievable display by the winner of the previous candidates cycle, and now Alireza Firouzja, the 19-year-old. He has a lot to figure out because Jan Nepomniachtchi now has his number. He's won 3 straight games against Alireza, and for Firouzja, it's a 2nd consecutive loss. First to Hikaru Nakamura, now to Jan Nepomniachtchi.
The disappointment, it's written all over his face, but Alireza graciously continuing to analyze with Jan. All of these players are professionals, but what absolute ice water in Jan's veins. The confidence, the speed, the accuracy. He left nothing to doubt the moment Alireza played g4. What a performance.
And they're just doing that chess player thing, right? Talking about what could have happened, what should have happened, but that's neither here nor there. That didn't happen. What did happen, though, is another sip of tea for Jan Nepomniachtchi.
There's nothing in that cup.
There's definitely something
nothing
in
the
cup.
Thermos, nothing in the cup. He's finished all of the tea, and now he'll have an entire evening to refill his thermos, and it'll be the sweetest tasting tea that he's had in a while.
I like your comments. These images